Song from David Essex, we're going to make you a star. We don't have to make our guests stars today because they're already stars. I don't know if I already told you, but Louie and I were in town last night. We went to the Mac Theatre and we were treated to a fantastic evening's entertainment. And of course, that was by Newton Abbey Arts and Cultural Network Group and School of Performing Arts. Now, from the past, we've had a lot of contact with one of the main men up there, and in fact the main man, and that is Dee Crooks. Good afternoon, Dee.
Good afternoon, Nigel.
Good to see you again.
You too.
And today we're graced with Carly and Lisa.
Charlotte.
Sorry?
Charlotte.
Oh, sorry, Charlotte. Charlotte and Lisa. I must change that on the Facebook. Well, as I say, I did have a fantastic evening, and see, I think I'll give you the chance first because you're the man that organises all these things. Why the Mac, and how did it come about?
So it was part of our summer scheme boot camp that we applied to Antrim Newton Abbey Borough Council, as we do all the time, and we get a lot of great support from the council. They see the good in what we're doing with young people, and we run the boot camp in the Valley Leisure Centre over 5 days, and Lisa and Charlotte and some of the other young managers were there, all working, and the end performance had to be in the Mac. Great venue, somewhere new for the young people to perform in, and the Mac was more than happy to have us there, which was great.
And I was more than happy to be there. Great show. Lisa, you've been quite a while with the group. How many years?
I've been around for quite a while. I just came back from London last year, so...
Wait for it. Listen, you were appearing where?
I was on West End.
There you go. Everybody's dream. And you helped her on the boot camp. In fact, you were giving tuition classes, help with projection of your personality, stage presence, which I noticed you had to perfection last night, and everybody performed 100%. Now, there's only one person here today that I don't recognise, and that's because she was dressed as a cat. If she'd have come to the door with her ears on, I wouldn't have noticed at all. Charlotte, what age are you?
14.
And how long have you been with the NACN?
Nearly 3 years.
And you've every intention of staying there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you've done a brilliant job last night. I mean, really, really fantastic.
Thank you.
And you want to see her outfit? It was absolutely brilliant. Anything at all that's done by NACN is always utmost professional. And very recently, they did a musical of Greece, which was in the Courtyard Theatre in Newton Abbey. And I would have challenged anybody to say it wasn't a 100% professional performance, because it was. How did you get into joining?
Well, I'm in the vocal academy with NACN, and I have been since the start. And whenever they said that they were going to start up Performing Arts Academy, I was like, I was going to join it because I'd done performing when I was younger, and I wanted to get back into it.
Very, very good. And Lisa, it's just a natural way of life for you now.
Yeah, it's just...
Do you hope to be going back soon to the...
it's just the only thing I'm good at, to be honest, so I may as well stick at it.
Well, you're very, very good at it, so I would. And this is going to be a career for both these young ladies, and they're excellent. Now, we go back a long way with NACN and with the... Right back 7 years ago, when they were mentoring young students who come along with vocals. Artists came along, professional artists, and they give some mentoring to them free of charge. They then got recording in a professional recording studio, and Ricky, our friend Ricky on the slides there, he does a great job at putting everything together, and I hope he's listening in today.
Oh, we will be, Nigel. Can I just butt in and say about some of the things that we do?
Yeah.
Because we're youth driven and youth based, a lot of people think that we are a youth organisation, and in a way we are, but we promote ourselves as an alternative provider to youth provision, because we are using creative and innovative industries to promote the work that we do. And it opens up so many doors, but it also ticks a lot of boxes that people out there want to basically create the vision. And within our society here in Northern Ireland, it's something we don't want to do anymore, is dividing people. We want to bring people together. And we feel that when you're ticking a box to bring people from one community and another into a room and tell them, you're from this community, you're from that community, you're segregating them right away. But what our approach is we bring kids in, and they're coming in, they don't know where they're from, they're there for singing, they're enjoying themselves, they're making friendships, they don't really care. So we're ticking the good relations boxes, we're ticking the mental health boxes, because a lot of kids coming in have poor mental health as well. But when they come, they're coming to something that they enjoy and they have fun, and that's their focus, and then they find a purpose in life.
Wow, the jam and going underground. Well, we're not going underground. We want everybody to know about Newton Abbey Arts and Cultural Network and the great work that they do. Now we have a lovely little lady here called Charlotte, and Charlotte used to be very, very, very shy. In fact, in her appearance, she would wear glasses to cover embarrassment. But last night wasn't a problem. Tell us all about it, Charlotte.
I used to have to sit like in the corner of the room with sunglasses on. Like I couldn't look at anyone, couldn't have anyone look at me. Like, and there'd be times where I just would stop singing and go and sit down because I just didn't have confidence to do it. And
was this a thing in normal life, as playing on the streets or in school?
No, I'm just really like quiet. Like I keep to myself basically. But
well,
then
that's a pity, because you had to play some Raptors last night with your dress. Excellent. And Lisa, are you for heading away anywhere soon?
No, I'm staying here for the next year and a half before I go back to do West End again. Yeah. So I am. So I can't wait just to go back again. But I do love being with NACN.
And you'll do some work with them again, I hope.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I'll be here as much as I can. They can't get rid of me.
I'm glad to hear that. Dee, what's next on the agenda?
So we have a new facility we recently got with a housing executive, and we've been working at that, doing it up, installing a new recording studio. We've got our own stage. We're building a gaming hub platform, working with Ulster University to deliver games with one of the biggest game developers in the world, Epic Games, that make a game called Fortnite.
Yeah.
So we're bringing that into the studio. There's lots going on, Nigel, and you get a lot of information on our website, which is www.nacn.co.uk, and you can also link up if you want to join our Performing Arts Academy. There's a form button there, you hit it and you can leave your details and someone will get back to you.
I was going to say that to you. There's 3 age groups.
Yep, there is. There's the tots, 3 to 5 year olds, 6 to 11 year olds, and 12 to 21 year olds. And
I have to tell you, folks, it's not just from Newton Abbey that people come along to access themselves this wonderful training. People travel from as far as Newcastle.
That's right, yeah.
Every day.
That's right. From Newcastle, we have Randallstown, Antrim, Carrickfergus. So it's becoming a popular thing.
So if you have a budding star in the family and you've heard the 3 age groups, why not contact Dee and we'll organise getting you involved in that? Is there a great expense involved in it, Dee?
No, Nigel. If you look at what's out there already, the big schools that are out there, they can be quite expensive. Some of the schools is like £22.50 for a day, 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock. Our fees are going to be £25 a month, which works out at £6.25 a class. However, you will get a lot more with us because you can utilise the recording studios. We'll make your personal arts profiles. You'll have your own presence on websites. You'll have a social media following for yourself. Like, we'll provide the young people with a lot of support and mentoring as well. For $6.25 a week.
Couldn't beat it with a big stick.
Sure you couldn't.
Well, folks, I've heard from a few people here. Glenn says, Nigel, absolutely great show. Just love the guests, lovely people. Well, that was also, of course, from the Rainbow Factory. They were in the second hour of the show. Let me see who else is here. Gary and Donna, they're loving the show too. And if somebody hasn't given me their name, it says, hi Nigel, loving the show from sunny Benidorm. Would it be possible to play anything by Free or Bad Company or for Danny and Anne? So I take it this is Danny sending this. They're in 37 degrees heat. Melting would make our refreshment drinks go down a touch quicker. Big thanks, mate. Well, at least we found out who you are now, Danny, and we'll be doing something for you as the show goes on. First of all, before we do the weather, I have to thank our guests for coming along today, and I hope you'll be back to join us at some further stage. Now, not only as NACN, but Lisa, you're definitely going to be a big name in the future. When you hit stardom, don't be saying, "Oh, my mum wants me to come in again." Yeah. You say, "Certainly, Nigel, I'll come in and tell you all about what I'm doing."
Don't worry, I'll come in anytime, Nigel.
Well, there you are. That's brilliant. But thank you all for coming along this afternoon, and no doubt I'll be seeing you very, very soon.